What's up, people? Thank you all very much for tuning in. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And I've got a craft beer to review for you this evening. And it's by the Magic Rock Brewery, or Magic Rock Brewing. And it's called Fell Over Summit. And it's a mountain IPA. Here's a look at the can. Quite a funky looking can, this one. Not too sad. Yeah, it's a mountain IPA. If you're thinking, what the bloody hell is a mountain IPA? I'll explain this. You get the West Coast IPAs, which tend to be very bitter, and you get New England IPAs, which tend to be more fruity with not so much bitterness on the end. Well, mountain IPA is like, just imagine the two of them coming together and having a bit of sexy time, and their offspring would be a mountain IPA. So that's kind of taking the best parts of each style, blending them in together, and supposedly you get a mountain IPA anyway. So there you go. It is 6.5% ABV, as you can see on the can there, 440ml can. I picked it up from Asda for £3, and it was also in the 4 for 3 deal. So yeah, pretty much got 4 beers for £9, which ain't too bad when you consider the prices at the minute and their craft beer. But it needs to be good, otherwise it's a load of rubbish, really, isn't it? No matter how cheap it is. Let's crack her open and see what she's all about. Yeah, Magic Rock Brewing, I think they're based in Huddersfield, like the Yorkshire way somewhere. I've tried some of their beers before, a bit hit and miss for me. But then I'm not a massive lover of craft beer. I like some of them, but prefer more traditional stuff generally. This one looks quite nice. Got loads of sediment coming out there. You can see that. Got some nice rocks, asteroids going down the glass. Look at that. Looks quite nice. And I didn't even give it a swirl. Always a good sign when you get all that yeasty goodness at the bottom. And yeah, it looks nice and fresh to me. Look at that. Got a nice, brilliant white head. It's kind of an orange looking colour, isn't it? It's an orangey golden colour, I suppose you could say. Really thin bubbles in the head. It looks quite quality, particularly for like a supermarket craft beer. Decent levels of carbonation, but it's very hazy, so I don't think you're going to pick that up on camera. You just have to take my word for it. Yeah, don't look too bad. Let's get the news in there and check out the aroma of this Magic Rock Brewing Mountain IPA. What's it called again? Fell Over Summit. Oh, you can see what they're doing with that. It's just, I've only just clocked, yes. Fell Over Summit Mountain IPA. Yeah, I see what they're doing there. A bit slow on the uptake there, won't I? Right, see what she smells like. Oh, it's fruity, like stone fruits and tropical fruits. Citrusy as well. I'm definitely getting some grapefruit coming from it. Passion fruit, I think it is. Yeah, it smells really nice and juicy. But will it have a nice bitterness as well? I'm hoping so, because this could be a good style for me. I'm not sure I've tried any mountain IPAs, to be honest with you, but I find West Coast IPAs sometimes I like a bit more fruit, and New England IPAs. Sometimes I think, am I really drinking a beer or a glass of bloody fruit juice? You know what I mean? So hopefully, these two combined together will be nice. Let's chuck down neck and find out, shall we? Cheers, everybody. Bosh. Oh, yeah, I don't mind that actually. Body's quite nice. It's not the thickest body, but it's smooth. I think they've put some oats or something in it to thicken it up a bit. Yeah, it's got a nice smooth mouthfeel to it. Quite a lot of flavour as well, actually. Let's go in again. It's really fresh and clean. Decent amount of hops going on here. At the start, you're kind of getting them tropical fruits and stone fruits kind of blend. Really hard to pick out specific fruits because if I'm honest, the fruit is there, but it's quite light. Quite light, and I say it's more of a blend. There's definitely stone fruit and there's definitely tropical fruit. I'm getting some like apricot and I think passion fruit, but other than that, it's really hard to pick out individual fruits for me. It's refreshing. The tropical flavours are nice, and it's not overly fruity to the point where I was saying earlier, like you feel like you're drinking a glass of being fruit juice. The fruit is there, but it still feels like a beer. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of a beer of two halves, like blending them two different styles together to make the Mountain IPA. It's kind of doing what I expected it to do. You got the fruit at the start, and you got a nice bitterness on the end. It's not a crazy bitterness, but it's a decent bitterness, a much welcome bitterness. It's like a resinous, piney kind of bitterness that sort of lingers for a bit as well. It's lovely and refreshing though. I mean, 6.5% ABV. I don't think it hides it particularly well compared to some other craft beers that I've tried, but I actually think the slight sort of hint of alcohol is actually adding to the flavour somewhat for me, and I don't mind it. With that resinous pininess on the end, you're getting a citrus hit as well, like a grapefruit and grapefruit zest sort of citrus hit on the end, which is really nice. Finishes off the beer quite nicely. I think this is really nice. As far as like supermarket craft beer goes, a lot of them are not very good, are they? But I think this is one of the better ones from what I've tried. As I say, I'm not mad on me craft beer. I don't go to all the bottle shops and get the £8 a can stuff and all that. It's a bit out of my price range, to be honest, but I don't mind trying the odd supermarket ones if they're reasonable, like this for free deal, £3 each. That's about my limit as much as I'll pay for a craft beer, because I just find it's quite risky, because a lot of them I'm sort of like, well, okay, alright, you know, I don't often find ones I like, but this one's alright. I don't know if I'd buy it again. I don't know if I like it enough to buy it again, but it's pleasant. I don't think I wasted my money or not. It's quite easy drinking for the ABV. It's quite a safe beer. You know, there's a bitterness there, but it's not extreme. And there's a fruitiness there, but it's not extreme. So all in all, it feels quite safe. I think most people will at least think it's okay. I don't think really anybody's going to try this and go, oh, you know, but at the same time, I don't think anybody's going to try it and say that's the best beer I've ever had. But yeah, for a supermarket craft beer, I would say one of the better ones. So I can give it a reasonable mark, I think. I'm quite enjoying it. I love all the bits in it as well. And it is nice and hoppy. It's not like massively bitter, but it is really nice and hoppy. And hops are giving it a nice finish. I really like the finish on this one. I like the West Coast elements perhaps more so than the New England elements of this beer. But yeah, it's been nice to try the Mountain IPA, because I can't remember if I've ever tried one before. Probably have, just I've got a really bad memory, to be honest with you. That's a sleep apnea. Go out of 10. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's decent, and I'll recommend this for the price, being a supermarket beer and all that. Give it a go. If you've already tried it, let me know in the comments what you think of it. What score would you give it out of 10? Did you like it? Whoopsie. Or did you think it was a load of rubbish? I'll show you what happened there. That I've got these lights in the background just to help me look pretty. And I actually clip them onto beer bowls to make it sort of more my height. And it just randomly fell over by itself. Never mind. Yeah, anyway, I'm waffling now, and thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you've not done already. That'd be much appreciated. It does help the channel. And if you want to become a member, hit the join button down below. If you want to sort of give a £1 a month or whatever to help fund the channel and the beer and all that. Because if some people start joining the membership, it gives me a bit of extra money to buy better beers, more expensive craft beers perhaps and stuff like that. Because I really can't afford it, to be perfectly honest. But at the same time, if nobody wants to join, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not fussed, But any money does get donated or from membership will go back into the channel, back into building the channel. Anyway, till the next one, guys. Bye-bye, darlings.